EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. This taken in at the goal line. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, I knew I forgot to ask a question when we sat with the coaches about just how aggressive will you be bringing a ball out of the end zone, and what's the green light for your returner? In this case, it should have been a red light. Should have stayed in the end zone. Terrible field position to start this drive.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll get this one up to the 26. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They go play action now. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Throwing is Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 61 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Jackson to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Isaiah Likely from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are on the board first here in Vegas. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. And what a way to cap off the opening touchdown drive. You go for 2 and you get it.
Remember when the PAT or the extra point was a gimme, right? Not plus 99%. It's not that way anymore, so more people are willing to take a chance, go for 2, and take the kicker a little bit out of the game.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down. Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
Here's Bolden. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Justin Matabike there to bring him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Carr to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Carlson able to put this one through, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 1 quarter in the books, 8-3 our score. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson throwing quickly for Mark Andrews. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. He's got the first down. He's got a big game going right now. Already over 100 yards receiving in this first half alone.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 57 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later. Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Flush to his right. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little... Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Duron Harmon.
And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete to Hollins.
On second down, Jacobs. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. It's caught left side, Bolden.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake. Carr rolling to his right. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They run with Bolden. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second down and goal. Carr. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Carr now on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Adams. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 4th down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The kick by Carlson is good, and the lead is down to 9. It's 15-6.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got...
I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us. but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. But gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. He'll get it inside the 20, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. 39 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets it up past the 35. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They go play action with Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. And they'll still try and run for it. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. So the flag backed him up 5 yards to the 7. They still get the 2-point conversion, though.
Now, was that confidence in the play call they had and in their offense, or just absolute disdain for the defense?
It worked. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Carr going to throw. Flushed out right.
He's got Turner. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Understanding he's just down 1 possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. Shotgun now for Carr. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. This will be a 5-yard pickup as it... Move it from the 20 to the 15. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Brandon Bolden. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Taken at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Throwing on first down is Carr. On the move to his left. A dump off here to Bolden.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Justin Madubuike firing across the line there and planting him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Out to Cole on the right side. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. To throw his Carr. Touchdown! Josh Jacobs. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Inside handoff here to Ricard.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Again, it's Ricard, the fullback.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Here's Jackson.
Rolling to his right. The quick feet by, and yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Jackson.
And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Out to the left, that's where the tight end Moreau is.
He's got room at the 30.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffer the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.